Hey everyone, welcome to my first YouTube tutorial. Today I'll be walking you through on how to create a beautiful field of yellow flowers with a lush green background. This tutorial is beginner friendly and will go step by step to help you create a vibrant landscape. So grab your paints and brushes and let's get started. First, let's start out with our background color. We want a soft green base for our flower field. So for this, I'm mixing a little bit of middle green to fill out the medium shaded areas of my painting. For this, we're going to use a medium-sized round brush and we're going to tap this color and start applying it to the canvas in short sweeping strokes. We want to cover the majority of the lower half of the canvas and try not to worry so much about blending the colors smoothly. Remember, we are aiming for a loose, not even wash to set up the backdrop for our flower field. Now let's add a bit of depth to our background. We're going to mix a slightly darker green by adding a touch of sap green. We're going to use a small round brush and gently dabbing this darker color at the bottom of the canvas to suggest shadows in the grass. Now that we have our background, let's start by adding our yellow flowers. For this, I'm using cadmium yellow, and with the same small round brush, we're going to start blocking in the flower shapes across the green field. Don't worry about making them perfect, just add the long strokes of the color to represent the blossom. Next, we're going to add the stems and leaves now to ground our flowers. So we're going to use the same small liner brush and mix a darker green by combining emerald green with a little bit of sap green. We're going to use gentle thin strokes to draw the stems from the flowers down to the base of the canvas, and for the leaves, just add a few quick curved strokes next to each stem. Try to keep it loose and organic. To finish up the background, let's add a few final touches. With the same liner brush, we're going to add a few thin stray grass blades in the background for more texture. You can also add a few small distant yellow dots in the background to suggest more flowers in the distance. Next, I will be using the color raw sienna to fill in the middle of my flowers. Next, I am filling out the rest of my background where there's still a little bit of white left. Now let's create the shadows for the flowers. We're going to mix a small amount of cadmium yellow with a touch of burnt sienna for a soft shadow color. Dab it gently at the base of each bloom to give it a sense of depth. Next, we're going to add some highlights on our flowers to make them stand out. Take a little bit of lemon yellow and pure titanium white and lightly dab the top parts of the blooms to create highlights where the sunlight would hit. I'm adding my own personal touch to my paintings. I like to take a black pen and draw the outlines of my flowers. By doing so, my flowers stand out more, the lines are crisper, and the leaves stand out more, which I really like. Then I'll be using a white pen and just highlight the top of my flowers where the sun would hit for this extra shine and glisten. Now that the whole painting is done, sign it and erase any marks that are left on the side of the painting before, and your painting's done.